Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we'll see the task 3 in lab 5. Create an Amazon S3 event notification. So in this task, we'll create an Amazon S3 event notification and receive S3 event notifications using the event notification destination as a Amazon SNS when certain event happen in the S3 bucket. Okay, so let's configure the Amazon SNS access policy to allow the Amazon S3 bucket to publish to a topic. So you can navigate to the simple notification service and choose the simple notification service, and you can click on the topics, and here you can choose resize image topic and then click on edit, and can go to the access policy, and here we'll be putting some code. Okay, so under this trusted owner value, we can replace the 12-digit account ID that we have copied earlier in task 1, and make sure we leave the double quotes. And also the topic ARN with the SNS topic ARN value that we copied in the task 1. Okay, you can copy this and click on save changes. Okay, next we'll create a single S3 event notification on uploads into the S3 bucket. Okay, so let's go to the S3. Okay, you can select the buckets, and you can see there are some buckets already, and I'll be choosing this lab bucket. Okay, you can go to the properties tab and scroll down. So here you see the event notification section. So here we'll create event notification. Okay, so under the general configuration, we can enter the name, resize image event, and for prefix we'll put ingest, and suffix .jpg. Okay, and event types, all object, create events. Okay, and for destination, you can choose the destination as SNS topic, and you can specify the SNS topic. So you can choose from the SNS topics, and this is the SNS topic, and click on Save Changes. Okay, we have successfully created the event notification. Okay, so next in task 4, we'll create and configure 3 AWS Lambda functions. So in this task, we will be creating 3 AWS Lambda functions and deploy the respective functionality code to each Lambda function by uploading a zip file, archive, and configure each Lambda function to add an SQS trigger. Okay, let's create a Lambda function to generate the thumbnail. So we'll be creating AWS Lambda function with an SQS trigger, that reads the image from Amazon S3 and resize the image and then store the new image in the Amazon S3 bucket folder. So you can go to the home page and you can also search for Lambda. And click on create function. Okay, here you can choose author from scratch, and in the basic information you can put the function name, create thumbnail, and runtime you can put Python. Okay, and leave the architecture default and click on change default execution role, and here you can choose use an existing role, and here we'll be choosing this lab execution role. So this role provides the Lambda function with the permission it needs to access the S3 and Amazon SQS. Okay, we will be using Python 3.7 under the other supported. Okay, and click create function. Okay, so this is our function configuration, and next we'll configure the Lambda function to add an SQS trigger and upload the Python deployment package. So the AWS Lambda function can be triggered automatically by activities such as data being received by Amazon Kinesis or data being updated in an Amazon DynamoDB database. But for this lab, we trigger the Lambda function whenever a new object is pushed to the Amazon SQS queue. So here we'll add a trigger and then we'll configure some of these following options. Okay, here we can choose SQS, and the SQS queue we can choose thumbnail queue. Okay, and batch size we can put 1. Okay, and click on add. So the SQS trigger is added to your function overview page. So now we'll configure the Lambda function. Okay, now you can click on the code tab, and here I'll be uploading some zip file name called create thumbnail.zip. So you can click on upload from and click on .zip file and click on upload. So I'll be using this create thumbnail.zip file and click on save. So that create thumbnail.zip file contains this following Lambda functions. So you do not copy this. It is just an example what's in the zip file. Okay, so here we can examine the preceding code which is performing the following steps. So it will receive an event which contains the name of the incoming object and download the image to the local storage and resize the image using pillow library, and then create and upload the resized image to a new folder. Okay, so here we see the runtime settings, and here you can click on edit, and for handler let's put some following details. Create thumbnail dot handler and click on save, and click on the configuration tab, and here you can choose the general configuration and you can edit here, and for the description you can put create a thumbnail sized image and leave the other settings at the default. So here the memory defines the resource that are allocated to your function. Increasing memory also increase CPU allocated to the function, and the timeout sets the maximum duration for function execution. Okay, you can click on save, and the Lambda function has now been configured. Okay, next we'll create and configure 2 more Lambda functions. So we'll be repeating the preceding task to create and configure 2 more Lambda functions for web and mobile images. Okay, so let me create 2 more Lambda function. So you can click on create function and the function name create web image and choose the runtime Python 3.7 and change default execution. So here you can choose the lab execution role. Okay, and create function. Okay, here we'll add a trigger and choose SQS, and here it will be web queue, and put the batch size 1. Okay, and click on add. And click on the code tab. So here we will be uploading some zip file. So I'll be uploading create web image .zip. Okay, and save. Okay, and in the runtime setting, you can click on edit, and for handler, we'll be putting this information. Okay, and configuration, general configuration, we can put the description and click on save. Okay, similarly, we'll repeat the same thing for generating mobile image. Okay, create a function and enter the function name, create mobile image, and runtime 3.7, and here use the existing role, and lab execution, click on create function. Okay, let's add trigger and choose the SQS, and here choose the mobile queue, click on add. Okay, go to code and upload the zip file. So here create mobile image, okay, under the runtime, here you can put the handler, which is mobile image handler, and description. Okay, so with this configuration, we should have all 3 of the Lambda functions ready for test. Okay, so that's it in this video, and we'll see the next task in the next video. Thank you.